Sinead and Agnes of the Courtesans. How you doing, ladies?
We're all right. How are you?
I had a bit of a mare trying to get here, to be honest with you, but I'm here.
You're stuck in traffic, right?
Stuck in traffic, football, Christmas time.
Oh,
awful time of year.
Football. Why play football when you can iron your own shirt?
Exactly. I'm loving the fact that I shouldn't have ironed your shirt, actually, should I? But that sticks if you do it like that.
Yeah, true,
yes.
True.
So, I first discovered you guys at Amplified.
Cool.
But I actually knew of you for a while because I get a lot of stuff from Rob Stampede.
Ah, yes.
Who's a great PR guy.
A lot. He's a good friend of ours.
Good. How did you get in touch with him?
I think it was our manager Howard sent some of our stuff, the EP, I think, and material, the press back to a few PR companies, and
basically
Rob came back, and we just liked the way he was very human, because usually basically there was a few responses and they were kind of like a machine. Do you know what I mean? That's
sound checking still.
No, it's fine. Probably Callum. Anyway, they were kind of very officious and very. Like,
well, he'd been sending us loads of stuff, and obviously I was loving the stuff that I was hearing. But you see here that I've actually bought both of your CDs.
Oh, wicked.
And I bought the signed versions.
Oh, cool.
So I wasn't tight.
Oh no, respect and wonder.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? I need to show it to the camera. I don't know if camera is gonna get it, but okay, this is Sinead's signature. I'm just gonna tell you that, guys. She's bipolar, and I promise you, I swear to God, there is no two CDs that her signature looks the same. I think it's like a case of.
It means it's yours.
It's multiple personalities.
I just let my hand go with it, and depending on where my head's at, I don't know. It depends what kind of swiggle you get.
Yeah, I swear to God.
No, but I really appreciate it. And the fact was, I'd ordered both.
Yeah.
But this one came before this one because this one had run out. This is your first album.
Yeah. We sold out of these when we were touring recently with Wednesday 13. So we were like, we've not got any in stock. So
there were orders already in by a website, so we just had to do.
But Howard, your man Howard, he's not just your manager, is he? He's also
definitely not. He's to us. He's
man.
He's the fifth member of the band.
He mixed your albums.
Yes. Yeah.
He's quite a talented dude, isn't he?
He is, and we call him he's the one that walks in the shadow, basically, because
Howard's like your he is your
Howard is a very close friend of ours, and he's also a fifth member of the band. I would love to get him on stage with us.
I would love him to come out of the shadows. He's not that type of person.
Amplified. I'm sure he was.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was at the side of the stage.
He was rocking out.
He needs to be like get his DJ decks out or something.
I think
get on stage with us. But he's a fifth member of the band, and we work together.
On music, we're writing. He can write as well.
You see, Howard, thank you very much. So I thought I'd mention it.
I love that you actually looked into it. People don't even ask about him or anything, and you actually took time to actually look.
Well, obviously,
produce the stuff and respect.
When I saw you Amplified, I knew straight away you was a special band. Yeah. You're a very unique band.
We're special, right?
I've noticed that. I've noticed that. Agnes here's got a shower cap on and shade. She's looking really cool. And I saw there was a picture recently in a hot tub. Basically naked.
That was just a normal day for us. That was just a normal day.
I got to tell you about it quickly. All right, quickly.
Right. Once upon a time, I had £30,
and we decided to spend it on a paddling pool in Argos.
With your last £30.
30 quid. Yeah. She was skin, and she said, "Let's buy a paddling pool." But then, listen, that didn't end up there because then we realized it's really cold. So Howard said, let's get some heater. And then
we got a heater for the paddling pool.
But then we realized it's getting skanky really quickly after you go once. So we started buying pool chemicals, and it went completely.
We got a filter.
We got a filter. We've got a heater. We've got pool chemicals, and it just went overboard.
£30 paddling pool.
It just.
So I know you're pretty crazy, which is partly the reason why I like you guys.
Who told you that?
No, but that's partly the reason why I like you guys. But what really blew me away was your music.
Go on.
Amplified. Now, I'm one of these people that won't listen to an album until I've seen a band live. Because if you listen to an album before you've seen a band live, you don't really appreciate the live aspect. I find the albums generally are meant to be almost like a recapturing a moment. You know, when you've seen a band live.
Wise man.
And obviously you guys blew me away. And when you did your DJ Luck MC Neat cover, that just really cheered me up, because that weekend was horrendous. It was fucking pissing down all weekend.
Oh my God, yeah.
That just cheered me right up.
But yeah, Amplified, it was really cool. Obviously, it's the first year that they've started, and there's always going to be teething problems, you know, and I think people need to remember that as well and not be so hard on them, you know.
I know, but I think...
What about the location, though?
You
That
know,
location was fabulous.
It was,
so.
it's just the weather wasn't on the side.
I know, but this you know, the festival itself has got massive potential, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And just the fixing of little bugs, you know, and letting people know about it. We had a great time.
Yeah.
How did you get booked for that festival?
Do you know? I have no idea. How did we get booked?
I don't know. Gary.
Or maybe Rob. Or maybe it was via Rob.
Rob and Gary.
Do you know what?
Rob's a good man. He's got
Rob
his
is
finger in every
really
part.
on it.
I love Rob.
We have a special connection. Just on the side, I'll tell you, because I mean, I suffer from major depressive disorder. She's bipolar, as I mentioned, and obviously Rob did that massive write-up, pouring his heart out about his mental illness and his state, and how it is, you know, like transcends within the music world, being with depression and stuff like that. It was good read, really good read, but that just made us kind of feel even closer to him as a person.
I've noticed with your lyrics, especially, you're very, very deep.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful, and I can lose myself within the music just by listening to the words. Now, a lot of people just listen to music and think it's almost like elevator music. It's nothing to them, but to me it means something, and I've got a real connection with it. Now, you are a very unique band, but if I was to ever compare you to anyone, I'd say Portishead. Because that, again, blew me away.
I'll take that.
We'll take that with grateful heart.
I'm glad you did, because some people could punch me in the face usually.
Portishead are an amazing band, and Beth Gibbons is certainly an inspiration as a vocalist for myself.
You see,
so.
I think that is actually spot on, because your vocals, you go soft, quite soft and quite horsey, but then you can go complete off the scale shout.
I wouldn't just contribute it to the vocals either. I'd say the writing technique, the actual melodies, the structures of songs. You know, if you listen to Portishead's album, is it dumb?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Just lose yourself.
Many times.
And then I lose myself in that album all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I know this is your latest release. This is your EP.
This is our EP, yeah. Better safe than sorry.
And this is kind of, you've just released a new single off this, haven't you?
Yes, Feel the Same.
And I've seen the video. It's fantastic. It's almost about standing out, isn't it?
Being alone in the crowd, or just, you know, feeling alone in the crowd,
and you can see
not
that
connecting
from the
with people. Yeah, I think that's what was basically the message. And just the funny thing about the video, it was we had this concept of following to kind of group of teenagers, and there was this little love story which got really complicated, but we kind of do it in that style of Super 8 type of thing, you know, it's like memories, holiday memories type of thing. But we just couldn't find right people.
Man, it was too much.
It was so difficult, so we actually gave up on that. And you know, being skint, we couldn't afford like pay actors and stuff like that. Plus, you wouldn't have the right chemistry between them. It would have to be actually genuine bunch of teenagers that hang around together. So anyway, so we kind of scrapped it. And then for about 2 months, there was like tumbleweed. No one came up with anything else. And then she said, guys, how about we just gonna go for like the really cheap option? And she said, I'm just gonna walk. And then the ideas just flowed one after another. So I said, oh, what about you just gonna be passing us by and we're just gonna exchange the angry faces? Like there is obviously lack of communication, and we kind of shout at each other that we don't feel the same, we don't understand each other, and And that's how it went. And it actually came out. I hated working on it, I must admit.
Well, this EP?
No, the video, yeah.
I'm talking video.
Agnes edited the video.
Well,
she edits all
I'm
the
just
videos.
started doing it. I've started doing it.
What software do you use?
Premiere Pro and After Effects, but mainly Premiere Pro. After Effects, too much numbers. Like I can't numbers is like Chinese for me. So anyway. So I was editing and I was like, oh Jesus,
she was having a breakdown. There was
this is so dull. I'm never gonna get anything.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
I'm always pretty much 90% out of time. It was only Mesmerized that I was like quite really uplifted about it, but generally I was like, I'm so shit, I can't do anything. And then, after all, it actually comes out good, and I'm happy.
Yeah. That's a really good video.
That's my little ego. This tiny little ego that's just rattling.
And I see Sapphire in the corner there giving you evils.
Oh my god,
she walks past.
Oh, that.
I love it. She
also looked like she was going to laugh.
She probably wasn't. Yeah.
So this little image here,
yes.
I think that's quite an iconic image.
It is.
But for me, I have not a clue what that means.
Well, listen, this came about completely randomly, and I'll tell you because I was experimenting with kind of Better Safe Than Sorry. We settled on that title for a long time, but then obviously regarding graphic to kind of get this somewhat connected, and I started researching. So I started experimenting with a skeleton with a bottle, like X-ray skeleton of a human with the bottle and the fag. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was quite a few concepts, and they were coming back, and it's like, it's okay, it's alright. And then, just randomly, I was searching for some bits and bob to kind of, put it together in the Photoshop, and literally this came up. And I don't remember what I put in search. I have no idea, but I was
well,
boom! It's just the kid's expression, It's just
smoking a fag next to a
Did you see me redo it? But I had a duck instead because I couldn't find a cup.
I know this. Oh my god, that tune! Do you remember that? With the duck. With the ducky. That made my day. That made my day. Seriously, guys. No, but this is just. I'll tell you what. Better safe than sober. Basically, it kind of relates. Probably for us. It's a little bit about the situation the world is in.
Well, yeah,
And when you start analysis of the current political state and several other issues, you kind of fancy actually hitting the bottle. And this is that kind of abbreviation, better safe than sober. In the current state of affairs, it's sometimes better to just get pissed. And then there is connection. The expression on that kid's face, that is literally how I feel.
That's how we feel, yeah.
Yeah, every bloody day. Look at that.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, and also surrealism of that image, that's great. How old is this kid? He's got to be like 8, maybe 7.
Really? No.
With a fag.
I'd say about 4, 5.
4, 5.
Oh my god, and he's got a fang in his mouth. Honestly, how times have changed.
So are you the creative force?
No, I wouldn't say I'm graphic.
Or is it a collective?
It's very collective. Musically speaking, listen, it differentiates because if it comes to kind of graphic stuff, I'm probably the one that twiddles and twinkles with it the most.
But we all find stuff and we all have ideas together.
The concepts flow from every single direction.
There's no kind of like one person does this and one person does that.
I'm the executor. Well, let's put it this way. Graphically speaking, I'm the executor, but the ideas flow from everywhere.
Yeah.
So how did you all meet?
That's a good one.
I mean, well, I met Howard
speak.
first,
I lost my voice now.
Agnes.
I lost my voice, seriously.
It's because she talks too much.
I've got a wisdom tooth coming through, so I'm trying not to talk as much as possible.
I've had 4 removed.
Really?
Yeah, in one go.
Oh man,
my face was out here.
She looked like the hamster, like they stuffed the food in. It was quite hilarious. We are such a good friends, we just laughed at that.
Yeah, they did.
Or then when she twisted her ankle, and it was like literally was like a Mount Everest, and we just put the the rainbow flag on it, on the blue tack, and did a picture for Instagram.
Whilst I was in pain.
Oh, she was like,
that must have cheered you up. That must have cheered you up.
That made me smile so much. I was like, you fucking...
That's what true friends.
What was we talking about?
How did you meet?
Oh yeah.
So you met Howard first?
Yeah, I met Howard in London. It was actually I was talking to him about a different musical project at the time, and it just wasn't right for me. Howard knew that. He saw straight through me straight away that I wasn't into it, and he actually said, "Hey, you should meet Agnes. She, I think you two would really, really get on. Actually,
funny enough,
just as mates, sort of thing." So we met up, and then the rest is history.
But you know what the weirdest thing is that Saf I met, she was like auditioning for some crazy art project. It was music art project type of thing. Anyway, I was doing photos of the people who were auditioning, and that's how I remembered her, because she was absolutely mad as fucking assholes. She was the craziest. She was doing some comedy song on the acoustic guitar, and she was brilliant. What a voice. Anyway, but I was obviously taking pictures, and then when we were actually looking for guitarists, do you remember?
Oh,
And we went through
we
5 people, and we couldn't just get on with them because they were very. Listen, we don't want to diss.
No, they're all nice.
So you auditioned for Saf? Or you auditioned
We
for...
auditioned, we auditioned for other guitarists. Because we were like, we want to start a band,
Yeah.
you know, let's do this. We're going to start a band, you know. We were like, yeah, come, all these ideas. And we were just like really excited, but we didn't have any one of them like
we
us.
auditioned the Savages guitarist, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
She did really good just joining Savages, not us. With a bit of
I love
self-deprecation.
Savages,
Oh yeah, I know.
No, we met some lovely people, but it just wasn't right, didn't fit.
It's the chemistry, you know, you feel it straight away.
And for them as well, you know.
Yeah.
And then
I thought, I said, listen, mate, I've got this absolute crazy chick. I know her. Anyway.
And she plays guitar. So she came in with a dinosaur t-shirt and that was it.
She said, I love dinosaurs.
And I was like, I'm going to go see Alice Cooper tonight. Do you want to come with me? She was like,
that was it, yeah.
And then we were like, okay. And then Vicky, we found Vicky on the dark web. And
we were actually searching for kidneys.
That makes sense.
But yeah, no, we met Vicky. Vicky came to London. She lives in Crewe, which is up north.
Dedication.
And and she came down and just thought we were all really bizarre. No idea why. And
I could not think.
And we just all gelled, and it's been happening. We had a few lineup changes at the start, but ultimately the 4 of us have been the band.
What year did you start?
2011.
That's when we started actually. Yeah, that's when the concept was born. But then obviously before the final lineup, I would say is that what we are now. It was 2012.
Yeah. So like we met 2011, started the project, and then 2012 was when it was the like collective
Final
4, and we were like, okay, we're going to do it now. Let's do it.
And you released your...
So yeah,
I think that was 2014.
Yeah, we worked. It took us ages. I mean, we were working on music together. We were finding our feet. I mean, in this album we were finding our feet a lot. You know, the sound has changed as we change as people. You know, and as artists, you evolve, and you know, you can't be playing the same stuff all the time. And as people, you go through different things in your life, and that comes out in your music. So what happened to us 6 years ago is, you know, we're in a different place 6 years on. So
also with our confidence, I think, as a creative, so in a matter of songwriting and ideas, everything changes. So we played a little bit safe. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything, but I think this, in comparison to that, is a bit safe kind of.
This
risky.
is like more
with
hard. Yeah.
And next?
Well,
just you wait, honestly.
Yeah, so you've got something in the pipeline.
Oh yes,
we do. Yeah. So we're working on a new album.
Long play this time.
We're not putting ourselves, it needs to be done by this date or anything.
We want it to be right.
We want it to be right. We're working on music. Obviously, with, you know, a lot was happening in the world today that has affected us as people, as it does, you know, to many others, and that's something we're not afraid to talk about. And you will hear a lot of what we have to say in our songs.
Are you staying tonight?
Yes, hopefully,
yes.
yeah.
You will hear actually a few tracks from the new album.
Yeah, we're going to play a couple of new tracks. Got Walking on Waves and Monkey Logic. Yeah. So hopefully you like them.
So you're halfway through a tour.
Yes.
What dates have you got coming up?
Tomorrow,
you remember?
Yeah, actually.
Oh my God, you are asking so much from us. I swear to God. Every time someone else. Oh, so where you?
I'm actually quite scared of Agnes. I think she's going to hurt me.
She is the biggest softie in the world. Trust me. Everyone says this, but Agnes.
I saw that video you posted yesterday. Was it the other day?
She's a soft one.
I got interview that in the morning.
No, it's
out of all of us.
Out of all of them, and I
butterfly.
promise you that. What I was going to say.
So my
Okay. Regarding that scariness, you are not the first, not the last person.
Oh yeah.
Just for the public to know, I may look scary, but I am the biggest softie in the band. This one looks like an angel, but she can be the bitch from hell, the Satan's spawn, honestly. Especially when she's hungry, you do not want to approach her without the stick.
Oh my God,
I promise you.
I was so hungry yesterday.
Oh my God, she was so miserable.
All I wanted was some chips. Is that so much to ask?
No.
McDonald's chips?
No.
No.
Burger King chips?
No, hell no.
Fish and chips?
Just chips. Just chips. Yeah. But
anyway,
not to McDonald's and Burger King. Boo.
I'm going to tell you about that was really random Sunday. I just was chilling in the morning, and I was planning to go to see, because there was metal to the masses, and it was like a second heat in London, and my friends, Leashes, they were playing. So obviously I was going to say, go and watch them. And there was a vote of the public as well involved. So I support, obviously. Anyway, so I said, oh, Mick posted some random stuff that day, and I commented. I said, I'll see you tonight. Mick is the organizer.
Mick Wood.
Yeah, Mick Wood.
Big shout out, Mick.
Mick. Anyway, so, and then Mick said, private messaged me, and he said, listen, can you put the friendship aside? Or are you going to watch there any particular people? Or, as I said, yeah, leashes. And he said, can you put friendships aside? And that sounded quite ominous. So I was like, well, yeah, if I must. And then he said, okay, that's good, because you're judging tonight. I was like, oh, cheers, Mick. Yep, that's fine with me. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, I was half deaf because I was going through a second cold. So literally my ears were blocked. So I was going to deaf judge. Perfect. Anyway, I ended up judging that
probably helped.
I probably helped. Anyway, so we went, and Mick is such a great host. He literally provided us with alcohol, even though I planned not to drink. So I ended up really, really drunk. We went to McDonald's afterwards, and there was these two chavs which were giving my friend some mouth. Anyway, and the guy who was with us, he wanted to run after them, but she stopped him. But she couldn't stop me, so I ran after them, and I said, oh, oi, let's have a chat. Literally, they just dashed it. They didn't, like, say, oh, fuck, and they just dashed it. And I was like, oh, come on now. I mean, I'm not that scared.
I wish I was there. I would have been filming this, honestly.
I know she would, but yeah, I'm the softy one. I just wanted to have a chat, genuinely, like, why they bloody rude. That's what it was, but...
Yeah.
You've got a hell of a stage presence.
Oh, thank you. It must be that scary face. Here is the pass.
She's soft as shit, really.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I cry.
So are you a diva or just a miserable bugger?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not a diva. I'm more of a mama.
Who's a diva in the band? I want to say Sapphire.
No,
she's bloody.
We're all pretty easy going. I'm quite
direct.
If someone pisses me off, I'll say it.
Yeah.
And I don't like anyone talking shit about or to my girls.
Yeah.
So I will.
And also, you don't want her being hungry. That's all I have to say.
And also, when I'm hungry,
it's just not good. Just not good.
Just don't be near me.
Throw chips at her, and she'll be fine.
But no, I'm very protective. I'm a bit of a lioness.
Mama.
I'm a bit of a mama bear.
Good.
So I'm not.
So how's the tour been so far?
Oh, it's been wicked. It's been really cool. We're touring with Bullet Height are our special guests at the moment, and they are lovely. They're really, really cool. So do check them out.
And they have some shit hot songs.
Yeah, they do.
Really good songwriters. This is actually.
For the record, that was shit hot song.
Shit hot.
Hot shit. I said hot shit.
No, it just sounded like shit.
Oh shit.
No, that's amazing.
Shit hot song.
But yeah, no, we're on a tour, the Subspecies tour, and with Bullet Height, and yeah, it's been really fun. It's been good.
We introduced them to a few maybe bad habits in the tour.
Yeah, they've had to put up with us, the poor things, and we're pretty gross. Tomorrow we're playing Norwich, and then next week we're playing from Wednesday to Sunday. We're playing Glasgow, we've got Manchester, we've got some other places, and I can't really remember.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's
like, that was more than I know.
Usually when I ask, people are like, I ain't got a clue, mate.
Check the.
I don't know why I actually asked that.
www.courtesansmusic.com.
Yeah, that's more of a plug. That's probably a better plug.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is to try and get people to the shows.
Yeah.
You know, I try and edit as quick as possible. Yeah, but have you got anything else? Obviously, you're going to probably fall flat on your face and just collapse in a heap come Christmas time. So when are you looking to release the new album? Do you know?
Do you know what? We've not got... Every single time we plan and we're like, right, it's going to be done by March. It's done like next March. So this time...
Is it self-released?
Yes. Yeah, they all are.
So you're not under any time...
No, we ain't got no label and we ain't got no money.
So you like a label?
You just got to bear with us.
Listen, it depends with the label. This is a very complex issue with the label. So we don't want to, say, but...
If the right one came along and it was,
right
Who would you call a right one then?
I don't know. I don't know.
Napalm, Spine Farm,
depends on the deal. Depends on the deal.
That's what I'm saying by right one. Because, we can do a certain amount, so
you can cut this whole bit out if you want.
No, it's fine. We don't mind. Trust me.
No, we don't mind. Look, just say things.
So you are in discussions with labels.
No.
At all.
No.
Okay.
No, nothing.
But would you like to then?
Yeah.
Yeah. If that
I mean,
would help
we
us,
all work
you know.
normal jobs. We all do this on our own back, and we've been doing it for a long time. And it's difficult, you know, when we're working and we're doing the band and we're trying to do this, that, and the other, and have our normal lives as well. It's difficult, and also none of us have got heavy back pockets, so again, money's tight, you know, and it does make things go slower because we don't have the advantage of
just locking ourselves in studio for 5 days.
We can't do that. So I have to go to work, you know. We all have to, you know, you've got bills to pay and girlfriends to keep happy. So, you know, it's
high maintenance. She's not.
No, she's not really.
I
just treat her like a princess.
As you should.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no. So that does set us back in a way. Yeah. But at the same time, every time we do say, oh, we've got to have it done by this date, we always end up with it.
We're always late for gigs.
We're always late. You know. So this time,
for LP release, anything.
We're just writing music, and at the moment we've wrote a load of songs, and then we've got rid of them, which normally happens. You write like 20 songs.
Yeah, you're choosing actually.
And then you choose like one chorus from one, and then you don't use it for another year. But yeah, we're writing at the moment. We're not putting pressure on ourselves. We're just enjoying the writing process.
So have you got a recording area?
Yes.
Yes.
It's at Agnes.
I've heard some great ones in the past, like Under the Stairs.
Oh, we have a little room that at Agnes's house.
Spare bedroom.
It's a spare bedroom, which also I've lived there a few times now. Moved myself in.
Doesn't want to fuck up.
I know. I actually have some way that. Yeah, it's so many times. I even bought my gerbils there. They've been there a few times.
My Jack Russell wanted to chomp upon them.
Yeah, and Charlie Dog didn't. He wanted to be their friend, which was really sweet. But yeah, no, we prefer to just do it in the bedroom together. Usually, it's like when it's me and Aga. When me and Aga are writing together, we bounce off each other like
hell. It really flows.
But sometimes we go off on one and we're like such a pair of geeks. Like we're sitting there and we're like, yeah, and then we're like, yeah, high-fiving each other, like, woo! And then we like pretend to be shrubs and like
going a bit.
we're just
you enjoy life.
Yeah, we're just like
nice to hear.
We're like big kids when we're together and we start writing. We get really excited over something, and then we like fall into
this is so good. Oh my god, this is so good.
And then we're like, what we're writing is like a pit of depression, and then we like don't talk for like 10 minutes, and we're like. And I'm like, do you want another drink? She's like, yeah, I'll get a beer. Yeah, and then we're like, hey! And then we're like, hi! Like, hey! And then we're like back into it and we're like, yeah, so it just depends. I mean, me and Agnes are a bit,
what are you trying to say?
I don't really know what word to use, actually.
Well, I want you to really enjoy tonight.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
This has probably been one of my best interviews ever.
Oh man, come here. Come here.
No, listen. It could be so much better if I would have a piece jar and just piss in front of the audience in the jar. That's our little.
I did it standing up the other day. I was well proud.
Shiwi.
No, it's a dog's treats jar.
We need it because it would for women on the tour bus. You know, you would actually have to stop every 15 minutes. You wouldn't get anywhere. So we have that.
There's no toilet on our bus.
No.
We've got a dog's treats jar.
Instead.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. Thank you for having me.
We could talk for so much longer.
We probably could.